Hello everybody, welcome to Scarcity TV. Whatever you do, make it count. This is that guy you know nothing about behind the mic. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. If not, please do take care of yourself and everything's gonna be okay, right? So this is a new video for the day. Please do make sure that you do check it out. And while you're at that, man, please don't forget to wake up, play, hustle, and repeat. And let's get to the video. Take care.
Game after 1-1 draw away at Sekhukhune United. Just a single change. Andile Jali into the lineup. Kulise drops down to the bench. There is an interesting little midfield diamond here where Neo Mayama has been given plenty of latitude to maybe turn things on the bench.
Shalili up front is because of the diamond shape that they're building to. He's the trigger to most of the high press that they come up during the game. So they'll be looking to continue with that vein of form just to see him really terrorizing the defenders on the opposite end.
Changes for them from the draw with Cape Town City on Saturday in the derby. Lasse Sobic suffered a hamstring injury on his debut, so Osman Asbris returns to the defence, and Solly lets Swenyo gets it. See if they can save him for the game on Sunday.
They've been playing with 4 at the back in recent times, but today they've decided to play with 3 just so that they have 4 to counter the diamond shape. Mama need to try and dominate as early as they can, while being watchful though that they don't get caught with a sucker punch, which is their biggest fear lately, with most teams sitting defensively.
Well, Van Rooyen missed that one. Here's Sereno now. They backed off him, and there's a chance here, and an early goal for the champions. Didn't clear their lines. Neo Mayama has broken the deadlock, and we've had just over 90 seconds of football.
Spoke about the dominance, or should I say the early attack, playing on the front foot is Mamelodi Sundowns. Playing at home, I mentioned that it's within their rights to be able to stem that authority, and had the opportunity to be able to pick up and made his way. First of all, he makes the pass and continues with his run. Sereno does very well to hold the ball. Yes, they could have done better. Look at the Sundowns players. There's about 3 and then 4, if not 5, of Stellenbosch. They could have dealt better with the matter.
Yeah, there's a clearance here from Swenyo right back into the danger zone. Stevens does get a touch to it. Valiant effort from the goalkeeper, but the power of the ball for Zwane. Shalulile in the middle. Little back heel for Mudau. Still Mudau. Sereno. Block from Van Rooyen. Lost out by Basadine. Here is space for Mokwena on the right. Zwane in support. Mondiba. Mokwena. This is going to be a clearance from Andris. Jetwa onside. Basadine. That's a good shot. Ronwin Williams with the save. Busted in with a bit of did not spot him at all.
In trying to close the most dangerous area, Ndau drops, tucks in a little.
For South Africa to deliver the big African title here is Zwane, wide of goal. Orlando Pirates won in '93, 1 year after returning. So maybe it was a bit of a slump, I'll give you that.
Because I was ready with some ammunition to hit back.
Flags up here. This is going to go in favour. In the meantime, we're watching Zwane just scuff that one. Jali. A little bit of pressure on him from Adams, or from Gaga rather. This is Morena turning. Mokwena. Oh, he strikes the top of the crossbar, and over it goes from a standing position. He's got such power in his shot.
And once again, you are that much close, and also to just decide on which technique to use, because he could have decided to maybe
Bust it in, flick on. How close was that? Appeals from Mamelodi, from Stellenbosch. Referee not interested. Was there a handball at the near post? Basadin delivers it. Hits the post, then it hits Zwane on his hand. There's one hand, and it might have struck him on the elbow coming off
the falter.
Adams with a clearing header. In from Morena, Shalulile, bread and butter. Shalulile with another goal. He's got one last game against Sekukune, and he's back scoring again.
Excellent. I mean, the space afforded to him was the tightest, and yet he freed himself from the defender. And it's a set piece once again that Stellenbosch are unable to defend against. Maybe, I mean, situations like this, you got to try and mix mark. I mean, if you're going to try and mark space, I mean, the Khuda could have been closest to Shalulile as he turned, but he wasn't. He only reacts once Shalulile has made the first touch.
Well, this man does not know how not to score. Twice against Kaiser Chiefs here in that 4-0. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Zwane gets the crowd on their feet. Ball in for Morena, for Zwane, for Shalulile, for Mokoena. The move is not over yet. Zwane is in there. Shalulile plays it out wide. Modiba fires it with the left foot, fires it wide.
He will be disappointed with the fullback who overlaps to find himself there. The time that he had, and the one thing that I know he knows very well will be to hit it nice and low into that far post, and which he has done so many times before, scoring from such position. This time,
well, it has, but on this occasion, he's probably going to look to loft it in for Onyango or Rashid de Rook, who both come forward. Here's de Rook. Oh, good save. Excellent save from
his fingertips only to it. Brilliant.
Got a bit of the cool cat about that.
Tempted to say definitely.
For Mamelodi Sundowns, you can see the Stellenbosch players lined up there. 3 of them coming on in the second half. Devin Titus is coming on. Letuka, the new Congolese signing, and also Ngome Zulu. Nketwa, that's a good shot. Yeah, that's shooting practice for him.
And with Jali being substituted, Mokoena drops into that screening position.
Here's Morena, here is Allende, and he has scored on debut. He has been on the pitch for a matter of minutes, and look at the celebrations here. He's obviously a very popular member on the training pitch at Mamelodi Sundowns. Welcome to South Africa.
Indeed. It's always the best situation to have when a new player. You mentioned that he maybe arrived into the country in a low key, but so much has been happening in his training session. He's shown his quality, and it's important for him to obviously convince the supporters that are present here, friends. And this is what basically is going to happen. Now, look at Shalulile, who applies the high press. Once again, that's the Sundowns way of playing. But Morena also brilliant in just not being selfish, just lobbing over to the world position, and he doesn't hit it with the laces, he passes. That is class.
Well,
not
there was a second or two
like
where he was probably thinking to himself, oops, this might have hit the woodwork, and he's bouncing back out again, but